It'll take some time to find your heart and come back home. You could walk for miles, cross every river, and find you're not alone. 'Cause I'll be there.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hobart, where the local time is 10 minutes to 12.
Hello, welcome to Tasmania.
People say, you know, being a writer is a lonely thing. It's not, because you've got all these people in your head. Get the voices of the characters first, that's the way it works. Once I've kind of got a bunch of people talking to me, one of the things I like to do is get on a plane. But I like to travel in winter. And the reason I like to do that is because it is a time of the year when there are less people around. So if I'm trying to cast myself into another time, then I get the chance to see an unpeopled landscape. That's what I get. Are we rock and rolling? Oh,
We're
look,
rock and rolling.
It's a fish island, God. And if I look like my mother, I'm coming after you. And I liked my mother. My mother, who lived in London, and that's where my father met her, had 3 novels published in London between the ages of 23 and 26. 2 out of the 3 of them were optioned by Hollywood studios.
Holy cow!
Oh yes, and they were never made because the war happened.
Well, when did you first come to Tasmania?
Oh, I came here from a little war zone when I was not quite 15. We lived in Cyprus, and my father, who was the Tasmanian connection, he was Tasmanian, he was a fighter pilot. And like so many young men of his generation at the age of 20, ran away to war and became a Spitfire pilot in England. And after the war, he survived, and that was great good luck. He says one of the things, or used to say one of the things that kept him alive in prisoner of war camp was the thought of this little island. So he decided he wanted to come back here. And so this little green island was what had kept him sane, I suspect. I like little places. I mean, I love cities. Of course, it's good fun going to New York, you know, filling the gap. Of course it is. But I just like things on a human scale. Australians always pop up in my books. They just pop up where the hell it is, you know, wherever it's set. So I don't know, you know, after this next book, which is the 7th, I don't know. I mean, some people talk about being able to write a book a year, and that probably means if it comes out every year, then they've actually written that book in 6 months. And now I'm just astonished by that. And I just can't do it. I wish I could, but I can't.
I don't know, you did a TV show and a book at the same time.
I suppose I did.
That seems even harder.
Oh, yes, but I kind of had no choice. So I found a way to make it work. I mean, it's a schizophrenic thing, isn't it, when you watch a television show, because you know very well that it's not real. But somebody writes those words, somebody finds those costumes for those people to wear, somebody puts them in that location. We know that. And yet, the powerful screen presence of that person with an it factor cannot be denied, and you feel for them in a cathartic way. You suffer with them, and in fact I think it's very good for you, because sometimes people can acknowledge sadness in their own lives through crying or laughing with someone up on the screen where they haven't been able to release it for themselves. That's what I think. It's one of the things that happens. I don't think any of us believed that that character, Claire, would have left Rover's Run. So we decided that Claire would die. And we think, right, we're going to give her the best death anybody's ever had. And I was standing on the set when we did her last scene, which was the car hanging over the cliff, and it really was hanging over the cliff. It was in a quarry, and yes, people reacted with homicidal rage, and for a while I didn't go out. But, you know, seriously, it was big, and we tried to do it as realistically and as dramatically as we could. Isn't this It's lovely.
So gorgeous.
This is very favoured country. When you look at this, it's smiling. There are people down here who are amazing, you know? Such grace